Hey, my beautiful friends. Hope you all are having a wonderful day today. I hope you all are happy and healthy. And if you're struggling, hopefully tomorrow is better and hopefully you have support around you and stuff. So, anyway, I have had a pretty chill day today. Not much has happened. I don't have a lot to talk about today in terms of how my day was. Because let's just be honest, today was fairly chill. I literally spent most of the day either resting, like napping, sleeping, watching videos. Hubby and I went out a little bit earlier because we went to go get some ice cream and stuff together. But for the most part, today has been an at-home day. We have not had much going on. We have not had much happen. If you guys hear anything in the background, I have a nature scene playing in the background, and there are birds chirping in that nature scene. So that's what's in the background. Excuse any of the coughing that I've been doing lately, or the sniffling or anything like that. Obviously allergies are constantly present in my life, and I have been coughing a little bit because of allergies and stuff like that. So that's why you hear me coughing. I just wanted to come on here, do a little video for you guys, chat a little bit with you guys about things. I've been doing okay. I know I haven't really made any updates since since a couple of days ago, I think it was, with the issue with our snake. I am still dealing with the grief of that a little bit. But we are getting better. Each day gets a little bit easier. We are getting through it. It has been about a week now, I think, since a week and a half since we found our snake, and stuff like that. So yeah, I am getting through it. I'm getting back to a new normal without our snake. It is still very hard, because I no longer have to do anything for her, really, obviously. But I plan to take the pictures, the very few pictures I have of her, and I plan to take at least one of those pictures and create like a frame, and stuff as a memorial to her, to remind me of her and stuff like that. And obviously when I do that and stuff like that, I will eventually probably share a picture for you guys in the posts. But outside of that, I've been doing okay. My mental health has been fairly okay. I have still had moments, obviously, of sadness. I have had moments of just feeling feelings, obviously. My anxiety actually hasn't been too terrible lately, which is unusual. I thought I would need my anxiety meds a lot more during this grieving process, but apparently my anxiety's been pretty okay. I think what's helped is having all of you guys to talk to, having my husband, having support around me, having wonderful, wonderful friends like Deborah, like Cammie, having so many of you guys who just are so supportive. You guys all know who you guys are. Those of you who talk with me, whether that's via text, whether that's via phone, whether that's via some other means of chatting with me, you all know that I appreciate each and every one of you. I love each and every one of you, and all of you guys in the comments who leave wonderfully supportive comments and who engage with my channel and everything like that. I appreciate all of you and everything. So today has I ended up just watching some videos today, listening to a lot of music. I've been listening to a lot of like classical music lately, and instrumental music in general. I've really enjoyed like instrumental music, so like jazz music, whether that's cafe jazz, whether that's regular jazz, I've been listening to accordion music, like French accordion music. I've been watching calming scene videos, like the one that I have up on my TV right now. This is what you guys are hearing in the background. It's the birds chirping from that scene. I have been staying hydrated, drinking plenty of fluids like water and things. Right now I'm drinking a brisk tea. I have been trying to eat food. I don't know. I haven't been super duper hungry lately, so I've been eating like once a day, once maybe twice a day at most. So I haven't been eating as much, but I still try to eat a little bit. I have been cuddling with Stuffies. I have been cuddling with Sapphire and with the other cats. I have been taking care of the newest addition to our family, Tiger. He's been with us about a month now. He is having a couple of issues that we are trying to address, including some issues with what we think are either allergies. We think they're allergies because he's eating normally, he's drinking normally, he's doing just fine, but he's sneezing a little bit and having some issues. So we've been trying to deal with that. I am going to be making a vet appointment for him to get him checked out, to see how he's doing and everything like that, and to see if we can get his weight in a better place, because he is very, very thin. He was a colony cat. He was found outside. He was a rescue, so he is a rescue from our local rescue place around here that we also do some volunteering with. And I'm working very closely with the person who rescued him to get him in better shape and to get him gaining some weight. He has gained a little bit of weight, but I still would like for him to gain some more weight. He had some just issues. You guys are not going to see him very much in videos until we get some of these issues under control and stuff like that, until we get him in a place where he looks better than he does right now. Because obviously the internet is not always a very nice place. There's a lot of judgment that happens on social media platforms. And I don't want to expose our animals to false accusations or false claims, because we are doing what's right for him. He is being treated. He is on medications at the moment to try to help with him. Medications that have been approved by his previous vet, by people that we talk with that are trained in dealing with these kind of issues. So we know we are doing the best we can for him. He is very happy. He is very healthy. All of the marks that he had on him from being a colony cat, he had a couple of like bald spots and stuff. Their hair is growing back. He had a couple of little wounds and stuff, again, probably from fighting with another cat when he was in the colony. Those are healing. One of the wounds that he had on his near his ear is almost completely healed now, since we've had him. So he is doing very well. He is playful. He is very, very affectionate. Oh my goodness, he is such a affectionate little bugger. I love him to pieces. I am so thankful that we were able to take him in and we were able to give him a forever home, and stuff, because I love that boy so very much, and he is going to be with us for the rest of his life. So I'm very, very glad to have him a part of our family, and he is getting along very well with our youngest cat, Sammy. The two of them are playing together, and they're helping each other, I think, because I think Sammy also very much needed company and needed a friend. So they are very much helping each other. He's gotten to be very, very brave, and he comes out and he explores the house and he plays around, and he will let you know. He will let you know what he wants. He will meow. He will paw at you. He loves to make biscuits. One of the things that I have noticed, even from the moment I got him, one of his things was if I was petting him, he occasionally likes to make air biscuits. So he will stand on his back legs, stand up, kind of like a meerkat, and just make air biscuits. And it's the cutest little thing ever to see him doing that kind of stuff, to see him happy, to see him purring, and everything. We give him food. He gets, just like everybody else, he gets food twice a day, in the morning and at night. At night, he also gets his meds, and then he also gets a snack, usually around noon. So hubby feeds him. Hubby basically feeds all of the cats in the morning, and then at noon they get a small little snack, and then in the evening they all get wet food. So they all get wet food in the evening. And in the morning they get dry food, and at snack time they get like dry food. Sometimes it's dry food and for snack, and sometimes it's wet food. It just depends. We alternate. And then, yeah. And then in the evenings is when Tiger gets like his meds. We crush up his meds and we put them in his food, because there's some meds that are supposed to help with his issues. So we crush him up and we put him in his food, and he's very good about eating, and he doesn't cause any fuss. So he's doing very well. I'm very pleased with how he and Sammy are both doing. Sammy has definitely improved in how she acts since he's been here. She's not as destructive. She's not constantly meowing because she's lonely. And I think that that's one of the things that I think when you have cats, and especially when you have multiple cats, I think every cat is different and every cat has different needs. So you guys know how Sapphire likes to be alone. She likes to be in small spaces. She likes that sort of stuff. Sammy is the kind of cat that needs company. She's not the kind of cat that could be by herself. And when we started to notice that, that's why we decided to introduce her and stuff, and we got Tiger because they're similar in age. We did try to introduce her with Sapphire, and we did try to introduce her with Snickers. But Snickers is kind of, again, she's one of those cats that wants to be by herself. Does not want to interact with other cats, especially not with a younger cat. She doesn't like Sapphire, let alone liking the other cat. So, for everybody's well-being, that's why we adopted Tiger. And we took him in. Originally, it was going to be a temporary thing to help with making sure Tiger was on the right track and to see if he would integrate within our family. But since he has integrated so well within our family, and since he's doing so well, and since Sammy is doing so well with him being here, we have made the decision to adopt him. So he is home. He is in his forever home. And we are working with him to get him to where he needs to be. And to get him in the same place like all of our other cats, making sure that he is happy and healthy. Yeah. And my hubby's final defense is approaching very, very quickly. So I'm very, very proud of him. And everything. And we're doing well. I am going to start trying to clean up the house a little bit more, get some stuff rearranged, get boxes thrown away, get stuff done. I want to charge the little handheld vacuum that we have and vacuum the stairs and all of that. So there's just some little things that I want to get done, but outside of that, I'm doing okay. I'm actually doing pretty well considering everything. One of the things that I have been trying to do a lot more of is spending less time going out to like stores because of the temptation to want to get stuff. So I have imposed a bit more of a budget on myself to make sure that I reduce spending a little bit more. Also, we're not going out to eat as much, so we've been eating a lot more at home. I've been working with my doctors as well to try to maintain the ability to eat as much as I can, but also not making myself sick. And I am noticing that there is a very limited amount of food that doesn't make me sick and that doesn't make me feel sick. So I have kind of been trying that a little bit, starting with my safe foods and seeing from there if introducing little things here and there and seeing if that helps with anything. So that's been something that I have been doing in stuff. So I have eliminated some foods out of my diet, and things like that to see if that helps, and everything with some of my stomach issues and all of that. So far it's going okay. So far I haven't thrown up with the foods that I have been eating, which means the foods I have been eating are working okay with my body, which is good because I don't like throwing up. You guys, I don't like throwing up. And honestly, I have kind of like a bit of a fear of throwing up, even though I do it a lot. I've done it a lot in the past. I do have a bit of a fear of throwing up because of how much it happens. And so my relationship with food is just generally not very good, and it hasn't been very good. Ever since I was like a teenager, early adult, I had an eating disorder, and stuff. So I've always had a very hard time with food, and a lot of that is due to trauma and to various different PTSD things that I'm not going to talk about right now. But I am doing my best to eat what I can and to kind of work to keep food down and work with my stomach, because I have besides having all the stomach issues that I do, like gastroparesis and all of those other issues, I also have a very nervous stomach. So when I am dealing with high emotions like anxiety or depression, or if I'm worrying about something, regardless what that something is, whether that's the health of one of my family members or the health of my pets, or going through a major loss like we've gone through with losing our snake, my stomach gets very, very nervous. And the first thing that it resorts to is making me puke, which is lots of fun. Trust me. Going to bed and waking up at like 2 a.m. with this intense feeling that you're going to throw up is not fun. We're having times where you're literally eating a bite or two of food and then you feel like you're going to puke because you feel like you've had way too much. Or like I've had times where like I'll be hungry and then I'll go to eat something and just the smell of the food makes me want to throw up. It is horrible. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. Even the people I don't like, I wouldn't wish that on. And I don't have a lot of people that I don't like, by the way. I get along with most people. So it's been fun. That's why things like play food are so therapeutic to me, because I don't have the ability to eat in food and enjoy food in the way that I'd like. Excuse me. Having issues. Like, what is it called? Air and acid reflux. Yeah. It's been a fun time. But I do the best that I can with what I have, and we make it work. And I oftentimes have noticed that doing things like reducing stress very much helps, which is why I don't have a full-time job. That's why I don't work full-time. I do on occasion do things like tutoring for people, mentoring for people, or I do volunteering a lot, or I do YouTube. But I don't like have a full-time job. I was a full-time teacher at one point, but because of my health, that is not possible for me at the moment. So I'm working very, very hard to try to get back to a place where I can at least do something part of the time, even if it's just a couple times a week, because I loved being in the classroom. I loved teaching. So I'd love to be able to do something like that again, and everything. But yeah, so my days are basically busy with household chores, or dealing with my health, or taking care of the cats, or going out of the house, doing various things like grocery shopping if it needs to get done. I do try to get out into nature a little bit every day for my well-being, for my mental health. Like I've been trying to do like nature walks more lately, in which I just go and walk in nature for a little bit instead of going to a store. And that has been helping a little bit with my like migraines some, to kind of get out of the house. Unfortunately, getting out of the house when you also have severe allergies to environmental things is sometimes hard. I am taking allergy pills. I would like to eventually talk to my allergist about doing immunotherapy shots, or whatever those are called, for allergies, because I hate my allergies. They are so bad sometimes, and they are literally a absolute pain to deal with. But you know, it is what it is. I've also been trying to accommodate my sensory needs more. So things like fidgeting, and stuff like that. Things like carrying around the stuffy if I need it. Having a bag dedicated to fidgets and to comfort items, as you guys saw in that video. I do have like smaller bags that I will take out with me if I'm only going out for a short period of time. Like today, when hubby and I went to just, you know, Dairy Queen, I didn't bring the 2 giant bags with me. So maybe I'll do a separate video in the upcoming days, maybe, where I will show you guys like the alternatives that I take with me if I don't feel like taking the big bags out with me. So maybe I'll do a little bit of a video on that for you guys, because those 2 big bags that you guys saw in the video, if I'm just going out for like 20 minutes, they're not both gonna come with me, and stuff. But I will do a separate video maybe on that. And then there are just some days where we're literally just going for a drive, and there's no need for me to carry all of that stuff. Because it's not always suitable to carry 2 bags with you all the time, right? I think anybody who has like any sort of chronic illness or any sort of necessary accommodations that they have to have, carrying around a lot of stuff with you all the time can be a pain in the butt. So we tried to accommodate, and so sometimes I have to scale it down to less stuff. So there'll be times where I will literally have just like a small backpack with a couple of little things that are absolutely essential for going out. But I will do a video on that at some point. But anyway, that's kind of the update for you guys at the moment. I think we're going to spend the rest of the night probably watching YouTube videos, relaxing. I'll see if my mom's still awake, and if she is, I'll talk with her a little bit. If not, I'm just gonna watch videos and chill out, maybe text a couple of people. But yeah, anyway, I love you guys so very much. Remember, if you're going through it, you'll get through it, and remember who you are. And also, remember, don't judge something until you understand it. Don't judge something until you've been through it. If you're not sure of something, ask questions. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you guys so very much, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.